Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. We are gathered here on the territory of the signatories of Treaty 6, and I acknowledge the Métis people who share a deep connection with this land. My name is Rhiannon Hoyle, MLA for Edmonton South and the Alberta NDP Critic for Advanced Education. I'm joined by my colleague Peggy Wright, Alberta NDP Critic of Labour, Nick Dobson, Apprenticeship Coordinator for the Boilermakers, Lodge 146, and Scott Kryon, Assistant Business Manager with the IBEW, Local 424. In 2021, the UCP government introduced the Skills, Trades and Apprenticeship Education Act, an act that undermines the trades industry in a number of ways. The UCP's legislation opens the door to workers practicing in the skills trades without certification. It also allows for changes to be made to trade workers' scope of work without any consultation. We know the UCP are notorious for failing to consult with Albertans, whether that's doctors, workers, teachers, or families. The UCP continues to refuse to sit down with Albertans who they were elected to represent, and it's resulting in legislation that undermines our workers and everyday Albertans. This is why I'm introducing Bill 207, the Skilled Trades and Apprenticeship Education Amendment Act. After months of consultation with trade workers, it's clear they deserve more support. That's what this bill is designed to do. Bill 207 supports the skilled trades industry in three key ways. First, Bill 207 will reinstate compulsory trades. Through the Skilled Trades and Apprenticeship Education Act, the UCP made it so that compulsory certification for certain trades can be removed. This means that people can practice skilled trades without certification. We can't devalue skilled labor and cause reduced wages, especially during an affordability crisis. We need to support working people. That's why the Alberta NDP supports valuing proper certification. Not having proper certification exposes certified trade workers to unfair competition, as they are now sharing opportunities with unqualified and uncertified providers. Requiring certification for skilled trades means that workers have the necessary training and knowledge to perform their jobs safely and effectively. This ensures that both the worker and the consumer are kept safe. 15 years ago, the province of BC did exactly what the UCP is trying to do now and deregulated skilled trades. This led to reduced wages for trade workers and a host of safety issues. BC has since rectified this by re-establishing compulsory trades in recent years, so it would be completely negligent for this province to move forward with the same legislation when we've already seen the outcome. The second thing Bill 207 is proposing to do is mandate a consultation process within existing skilled trades network. The UCP's Act removed the requirement for provincial and local apprenticeship committees. This means that currently the changes can be made to trade workers' scope of work without any consultation. This is unacceptable. Workers deserve a voice when it comes to matters that affect the scope or nature of their work, which is why this bill will require a committee made up of at least 6 individuals, half of which will be practicing trade workers and the other half employers. This committee will need to be consulted prior to any changes to the activities or the scope of a trade. And lastly, Bill 207 ensures that union training centers are included in the legislation as a specific delivery entity of skilled trades training. Union training centers do incredible work. When people are looking for a career in the trades, union training centers are there to get them the education and skills they need. During the 2023 election, the Alberta NDP promised to provide funding for union training centres starting with $4 million per year. So Bill 207 builds on this promise. Union training centres are a vital piece of the apprenticeship system in Alberta. Yet under the UCP, they do not receive the same support as polytechnics. Ensuring that union training centres are included in the Act is the first step towards ensuring these centres receive the funding they deserve. And now I will turn things over to my colleague Peggy Wright to talk about what this bill means to the future of labour in Alberta.
Thank you, Rhiannon. As the Labour critic, I am thrilled to see this bill moving forward. The UCP is letting down trades workers, and as our province grows by hundreds of thousands of people, we have not seen the growth in apprenticeships that you would expect. This points to a devaluing of trades education under the UCP, and it has led to increasing levels of frustration expressed by workers. They're worried about job precarity, insufficient safety measures, and wage loss. And at a time when working people deserve a government that has their backs during an affordability crisis, this government should be laser focused on making sure people can make ends meet and can afford the high cost of living. Not only does this affect the current labor market, it is also weakening the industry as a whole and will have both short and long-term consequences for all Albertans. Folks currently working in Alberta need to know that they will be protected within their trade, and newcomers to Alberta deserve to know they can find work in an industry that supports them. The UCP's legislation puts the trades at risk, but this bill acts in defense of workers. Bill 207, the Skilled Trades and Apprenticeship Education Amendment Act, is designed to safeguard both the trades industry and its workers. It achieves this by instituting mandatory consultation with trades workers, ensuring that compulsory certificates uphold the value of skilled trades education in legislation, thereby maintaining competitive wages. And finally, by guaranteeing essential support from the province to union training centres, which play a vital role in nurturing and enhancing our trades industry, the future we see for Alberta's labour market is not one where skilled trades workers are undervalued, underprotected, or left to fend for themselves. And this is why I am calling on the UCP to seriously consider supporting this bill put forward by my colleague for the betterment of tens of thousands of Albertans currently working within the trade sector. And I'll now turn things over to Scott Kryon to talk a little bit about what Bill 207 would mean for his union.
Thank you for that. My name is Scott Kryon. I'm an assistant business manager with IBW Local Union 424. We are a craft union in the province of Alberta. I'm also a Red Seal journey person electrician with 22 years of experience in the construction industry in our province. I speak on behalf of our union, a beacon of skill, opportunity, and growth in our community. I believe it is important to recognize the significant contribution of union training centers across our province and how they are critical in shaping the skilled, diverse, and resilient workforce that we have. At the heart of our training centers' mission is the commitment to harness potential and cultivate talent across various segments of society. Programs like Helmets to Hard Hats exemplify our dedication as they provide our esteemed veterans from the Canadian Armed Forces with valuable skills and a pathway to impactful civilian careers. These heroes who have served our country with honor find new opportunities to contribute to our community within the civilian workforce. Equally important is our initiative, Trade Winds to Success, which provides Indigenous youth, providing them with access to skilled trades and have meaningful employment with sufficient training and harnessing unique perspectives that they bring to the workforce. Our efforts also extend to youth through the collaboration with the Education Partnership Foundation, engaging and inspiring high school students to explore opportunities with rewarding careers in the skilled trades. These young minds are the future of our industry, and our early exposure is the key to nurturing their interest in skills. In response to the current global challenges, we've also extended support to newcomers from Ukraine, adding their integration into the Canadian workforce by providing them with training and support. This not only helps them, but gives them new lives and enriches our community with new skills and cultural perspectives. The urgency for such initiatives highlighted by the projections from Build Force Canada indicates that by the year 2031, approximately 21% of Alberta's construction workforce will retire. With this significant turnover necessitates proactive measures for workers which will uphold and advance our construction industry. Supporting Bill 207 represents a strategic investment in the future of our workforce and ultimately our economy. It is our commitment to growth, diversity, and strength in the skilled trades. The IBEW Local Union 424 stands in support of this bill. It is crucial for empowering our current and future workforce to thrive in an ever-evolving landscape. Thank you.
Thank you, Scott. And now we're happy to take any questions.
Thank you, Rhiannon. We will move to the question portion. Just a reminder for those joining us on the phones to use *9, and for those joining us on Zoom to use the raise hand function to get into the question queue. We'll do another pass for questions on the line. With no other questions, we will wrap today. Thanks, folks.